So since in the last past years, in the ancient period of time, our seafaring countries, India is its history, its geography is all related to the waterways. We carry seamen sailed far and near to the carrying, spreading India's commerce and culture throughout the world. Waterway is a very cheapest means of transport, most suitable to carry heavy and bulky material, fuel efficient and environmental friendly. Near about inland navigation, we have the stretch about 14,500 kilometer of waterway. If we see a mechanized vehicles which is having a proper growth is 5,685 kilometer. Government has declared some of the waterways as national waterway by the government. So here are the five national water highway, and we will see one by one. So first national waterway is Ganga river between the Allahabad and Haldia. So it connect Allahabad to Haldia. Brahmaputra river between Sadia and Dubri. This is 2. Then national waterway 3 is West Coast Canal in Kerala 2 and Chamka Champakaran Canal. Then it's a stretched canal or stretched rivers which connected two rivers and making a national waterway is so Godavari Krishna stretched with Kakinada Pondicherry, and fifth is Brahmani and Matai river which connect the Mahanadi and Brahmi river in the east coast canal. This is national waterway 5. There are some inland waterway which is between the inland waterway matlab ki between the land to land areas. Okay, and their examples are Mandavi, Zuari and Kambarjua, Sundarbans, Brak and backwater of Kerala. It provide this type of facility. Okay, you can see. Then here are some datas which is given. India's most of the trade is carried by the sea route, which is our contribution in the waterway. 95% of the country's trade volumes is moved in is moved from inland to the sea route. Major seaports which is important to learn here. Major seaport, so all the water port or all the waterways are held and moved with the help of some major seaports. If we look to the India's map, we have a very great stretch of the coastal areas. It is about 7516.6 kilometers, and we have 12 major and 200 notified non-major or a minor port. Okay, 12 is the major important and 200 is a minor or an intermediate port. Now what is port? आपने बंदरगाह सुना होगा जहाँ पे शिप आते हैं, अनलोडिंग और लोडिंग होती है. सबसे पहले इंपॉर्टेंट बात अगर हम बात करेंगे तो फर्स्ट पोर्ट दैट इज़ अ कांडला पोर्ट विच इज़ इन कच्छ. ओके, हियर this is the Kandla port in Kutch. There is a story regarding this. Let us discuss here. In the Kandla port, it is soon established when we got independence. Okay, because we see a huge traffic in the Mumbai port after the independence, and after the partition, our Karachi port is given to the Pakistan. So most of the transport of goods are now shifted to Mumbai area and it becomes very congested. Then we have opened a Kandla port. It is very fast growing and it's a tidal port which help the export and import of the heavy and productive material of the industries. okay, and it help across some of the states that is near to it, that is Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Second is your, the biggest one is Mumbai. All right. Kandla become important with the fast growing of network which is near to the Kutch area. Okay, and Mumbai is very important because it's a very old port. Mumbai is the biggest port and a very spacious, natural and well sheltered harbor. Harbor means यहाँ पे आप आराम से अपने ships को locate कर सकते हैं और जगह भी है to store your materials. Jawaharlal Nehru Port was planned with a view to decontrast the Mumbai port to serve as a hub port for this region. Marmagaon Port, Goa is a premier to iron ore exporting port to the country. Then you have a New Mangalore, which is again located in Karnataka, and it is catered to export iron concentrated from the Kondarmukh mines. Kochi in southwest, it is located in the lagoons and it's a natural harbor. It helps to export the iron ore. As the iron ore is near to these coastal line ports, it reduces the cost of transportation, that again help the money to be saved. So we have learned about the Goa, then New Mangalore, Kochi. Now we moving toward Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu you have a port Tuticorin. Okay, here you can see Tuticorin. Okay, दिस पोर्ट वॉज अ नेचुरल हार्बर एंड रिच हिंटरलैंड, मीन्स यहाँ पे आराम से लोग अपना सामान ईजिली पहुँचा पाते हैं. एंड इट्स अ नेबरिंग पोर्ट टू द श्रीलंका, नियर यू हैव अ मालदीव्स, so we can easily export our things. Then in a coastal region of India, Chennai is the oldest artificial port of country, and we can rank it just after the Mumbai. Okay, Mumbai port. As in comparison चेन्नई पोर्ट जो है मुंबई के बाद हम रख सकते हैं in comparison to their area, okay, the volume of the area and the cargo they move. Okay, then you have a Vishakhapatnam. Okay, then you have a Vishakhapatnam. It's a very old and deepest landlocked and well protected port. डीपेस्ट लैंडलॉक्ड एंड वेल प्रोटेक्टेड पोर्ट, इस लाइन को आप याद रखिएगा. बहुत ही गहरा लैंडलॉक्ड, आप यहाँ पे पानी जो है इसको यहाँ पे आप रोक सकते हो, ठीक है, जब तक आपकी शिप्स जो हैं वो अनलोडिंग ना हो. दिस पोर्ट वॉज ओरिजिनली कंसीव्ड एज एन आउटलेट फॉर अ आयरन ओर एक्सपोर्ट. देन यू हैव इन उड़ीसा पारादीप. ओके, इट्स अ डीप it's a port in Odisha and it's specialized to export iron ore. Kolkata, we move to upward. Kolkata, you have again inland, पानी के अंदर नहीं, यानी कि थोड़ा सा ज़मीन पे लगा हुआ ये पोर्ट है. एंड दिस पोर्ट सर्व अ वेरी लार्ज hinterland for गंगा एंड ब्रह्मपुत्र बेसिन, बीइंग अ टाइडल पोर्ट. टाइड्स वेव्स यहाँ पे आते हैं. देन यू हैव अ हल्दिया. ओके, हल्दिया पोर्ट वॉज डेवलप्ड एज द सब्सिडरी पोर्ट इन ऑर्डर टू रिवील ग्रोइंग प्रेशर ऑन द कोलकाता पोर्ट. तो इसको इसलिए बनाया गया था कि कोलकाता एरिया में जो यहाँ से जितने भी सामान आते हैं, क्योंकि यही इम्पोर्टेंट पोर्ट है यहाँ पे, तो यहाँ का प्रेशर लूज़ करने के लिए हल्दिया पोर्ट को बनाया गया था. जस्ट लाइक योर कांडला बनाया गया था मुंबई के एरिया को हैवी से रोकने के लिए, यानी कि कंजक्शन से बचाने के लिए. अंडरस्टूड? सो हियर वी हैव डिस्कस्ड all the explanation with the help of the map. Now we going to learn about the airways. Once it is a dream to sit inside the aeroplane. Now it's very easy to go. Today the fastest and the most comfortable and prestigious mode of transportation is airways. In a very difficult terrains like high mountains, dreary desert, and dense forest, oceans, and a huge relief dense forest or other geographical condition which stop us to travel by road or railway, airways make it possible. At the time of emergency, at the time of natural flood, at the time of huge loss, this is the onlyest way to move. The air transport was nationalized in 1953. Operational site Indian Airlines, Alliance Air. Okay, these are the such companies. Okay, then we have a scheduled airline and non-scheduled airline, domestic airline services. These are the categories of the air transport. Air India provides international air services. Pawan Hans Helicopter Limited provide helicopter service to Oil Natural Gas Corporation in its offshore operation to inaccessible areas and difficult terrain like the northeastern state and the interior part of the Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. Indian Airlines operations also extend from neighboring countries of South to Southeast Asia and the Middle East. So these services are to be provided in the connecting countries. You can find out some of the names which is connected with the India's airlines. There is air travels is not within the reach of common people in 1970s or 1993s. Now it much reachable to a common people of northeastern states. If you see that the second option after railways people prefer is to go by the airways. Okay, so this is important. You again can see the black bold one is your airports. All right, the black bold one, that is Delhi, Amritsar, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Marmagaon, New Mangalore, okay, Chennai, then you have a Kolkata. So these are all airports.